What kind of pushback are we going to expect from our students? It sounds like a strange question perhaps, but when we teach in a traditional manner, we teach in the typical way, students have nothing to rumble about. They would think, well, this is exactly the way I've been taught in every one of my classes, and so I'm comfortable with that, or at least I'm used to it, and so there's nothing I have to say. But the moment that we come in and we make a change in the way that classes are taught, and we're making a substantial change in the way that our class is taught, we can expect the students to start asking questions and start perhaps expressing some dissatisfaction with things. So some of the questions are just about change in general. Students would say, why are we having this change? I don't understand why I have to participate differently in the class than I did before. Students will ask questions like, what kind of work do I need to do in class? I used to be able to just sit in class and take notes. What am I expected to do now? And students will ask, how am I being assessed? What kinds of grades are going to occur? Is my grade going to go up or down? Maybe I don't test well, they would think, or I write better essays than I do multiple choice questions. These are all the sorts of questions that we have when students come into class. If you've ever heard a student ask about what's going to be on the exam, not necessarily just in content, but then also in format. Will I have to produce things? Will I have to think critically? Will I just be able to regurgitate the information that came into me in the first place? Now, you'll be aware of the traditional way of answering those questions is to just be transparent about the exam, or whatever policy you're instituting. And so the recommendation here is the same thing. Be transparent about all the changes that are occurring, but also about why they're occurring. Say to your students, here's what you're going to be doing in the classroom. You're going to be in this group context, you're going to be engaging in critical and creative thought, or whatever it may be for you, and here is why. The why part is very important. Here's what the exam is going to look like, or here's how we're holding you accountable for having watched the videos before coming into class, and here is why. Here's what we expect is going to happen to your grade. Nothing, it's going to go up, what? And here is why. Communicate all these things early and often to your students. Make them available to them so that they can go back and say, I was a little bit unclear about what's going on here. Oh, I got the opportunity to see it again in the context of a video. Great. And then give an opportunity for any questions to be answered about those. And the concerns that are addressed by those questions, or rather by all those videos that are sent out, should be adequate to address all of the pushback that you receive from students.